Welcome back, and today we're talking about the God of High School episode 12. So like always, let's just jump into it. Episode 12 of the God of High School is one of those episodes where I like to say it was completely crazy, out of this world crazy, and not in a good way, because ever since episode 1 I kind of have been feeling that the story for the God of High School is really not there. But yeah, it has great fights, so if you really love amazing fights with great animation, then this anime would 100% be for you. But this episode, I don't even know what's going on anymore. They kind of threw everything out the window, just crazy fights, crazy power skating. But let's break the episode down, because we did get a lot of big fights and a lot of big events happening. Starting off, we got EPO versus Jagao, and that fight was really well done. The animation was on point, and we see that EPO, he transformed into that fox Shiryuke again, and he has the key, that's why he can do that, and he becomes kind of OP. But it kind of just doesn't matter, because last episode EPO got one-shotted by Jin Mori, and then this episode Jagao was able to take the dub against EPO. So I'm guessing the key does boost your power, but if your base form, like your regular strength as a fighter, is kind of OP like Jagao and stuff like that, or even Jin Mori, if you were to get the key and consume it, then you would just become god tier level when it comes to power. And that's exactly what happened in this episode. But we see that Parks is holding on to dear life, trying to stop that god from coming down, and he wants the key. So that should tell you that the key will be able to unlock like your hidden potential or something along those lines, because he says that once he gets the key, he will be able to pretty much stop everything. So I wonder just how powerful Parks could be if he had the key, because he is literally holding a god back with his regular strength. Okay, he doesn't have the key, so that should kind of tell you just how OP he is. And then of course Parks, trying to save all the kids and stuff like that, he teleports them to like an island or a different dimension, it looks like. And EPO of course is bleeding out, and we see that Mori is able to do the pressure point and kind of save his life and take the key. And then of course, and this is where I'm kind of disappointed, right? Because we see that Day and Mari are about to fight Jagao, but they don't show us the fight, which is kind of crazy, because you would think something like this big would be something that would get animated. I don't know if in the webtoon we actually got to see that fight, but I did hear that this anime adaptation is trying to adopt 2 seasons of the webtoon, which is over like 100+ chapters. Which, if that's the case, that's kind of crazy, because trying to fit 100+ chapters into like 13 episodes, that's insane. Okay, if that's the case, they definitely needed a little bit more episodes, maybe like 25, because 13 episodes, especially with how fast the story is moving and how fast the power scaling and the power levels are moving at, is kind of crazy. And I honestly don't like that kind of stuff. But yeah, we see that Jagao pretty much just one-shots Mari and Day, and then he starts fighting Jin Mori to get the key. And that fight, the animation of course was beautifully done, really great. And then we go back into like the main city, Seoul, where the missiles are coming in, which I still cannot believe that US sent some nuclear bombs over to Seoul just to destroy the freaking gods, which I don't think it was going to work. But yeah, we see this new person from the 6, Jason or something like that. His grandkid just passed away because Jagao literally murdered the dude, or something along those lines. And he's really pissed. He's out for blood. He's out for revenge. And this dude is so OP. He was able to transfer everybody out of Seoul to a safe location, because again, the nuclear bombs are coming in. And on top of that, he was able to nullify the missiles and summon a huge meteor that kind of clashed with the god, and it kind of created like a huge explosion. And that's when we get to see Jin Mori and the whole party kind of come back into Seoul, a destroyed Seoul at that. And that's where the big stuff happened in this episode. We got to see Jagao essentially get the key from Jin Mori, consume it, and then he becomes like a baby, then an angel. Again, really weird. I feel like they packed way too many stuff in this episode. It's completely crazy. I cannot even imagine what's going to happen in episode 13, like the season finale. I'm sure it's going to be a huge cliffhanger. I'm sure we're going to see Jin Mori release his Shiryuke at full power or something along those lines, because I just don't see how they're going to defeat this newfound god that's Jagao. It's going to be crazy OP. overall, I did enjoy the episode for what it was. But like I said, the power scaling story in this episode is non-existent at this point. They're just getting power-ups and power-ups by the second. It's gonna be insane. I can't wait for episode 13. It's gonna be the last episode of the season. I might do a react and see how it goes. Every time I try to do one of those, it gets copyright before I can even upload it. But we're gonna try a different method and we'll see how it goes. I'm pretty sure the fights are going to be off the hook. And if you're looking for fights, then this anime is perfect for you, because I mean, the fights are 10 out of 10 for sure. But yeah, like always, let me know what you thought of this episode. Go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode.